won't mock him. First and foremost, I give all praise to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai. God honor to that was a great millstone, and to the Akim out there is pushing his children under the fold of the earth. Basically, I just want to talk about, of course, let me introduce myself. This is Mazaza, of course, on the left side. On my side is Abaja, but unfortunately you can't see his face because he's driving at the moment, so basically you have to deal with me. The topic I want to get into today is just brotherly love and how, we're supposed to love and care for the brotherhood and basically not, neglect any brother because, and also being a certain amount of years, you should help a brother out when he's in distress, because, and not to basically neglect the brother or be stingy and et cetera, because because it's part of the great commandment, because how can you love the Most High but hate your brother but you never see the Most High or the Lord? That wouldn't make any sense. You shouldn't neglect a brother because, like doing certain trials and whatever may come up, you might need a brother for help. And then if you neglect the brother to ask for help in the first place, and then the time comes where you need help, don't be surprised if that brother that you neglected, do the same thing to you. But anyways, I'm gonna start. This is Matthew chapter 22, verse 38, and it says, "This is the first and great commandment, and the second commandment is like unto thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself." And what is that neighbor talking about? That's talking about the brother. Of course, mainly, concerning mainly the elect. Of course, was the brother, which is righteous men. That's essentially doing out the, that's essentially putting their life out the line. For brothers and all that, man, because it's good that, especially being in this world, man, it's hard to trust people. Even in your family members, it's really hard to trust because, we live in a wicked, we live in a wicked kingdom, and we're still in captivity. And nowadays, it's just hard to trust anybody. So the only person you can really trust is, sincere brothers. That's righteous and the Lord, man. Next scripture I want to get out is Proverbs chapter 10, verse 12. That's about to it's in front of John. Oh no, Kentucky. This is I'm going to get Peter's. This is 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 22, and it says, 1 verse 22, and it says, "Seeing ye have purified your souls in obeying the truth through spirit unto unfeigned love of the brethren, see that ye love one another with a pure heart fluently, being born again, not of corruptible seed, but of incorruptible, by the word of the Most High, which liveth and abideth forever." So we're supposed to love the brother and take care of each other. As it's part of yourself, man, because it's all we got as a family, man. Anything you want to say or anything? So, and also being in the shoe, being in the shoe, we're supposed to be born again, we're supposed to be new creatures, man. So basically, whatever, ties you had in the past with, like, people that you used to deal with, you should just let it go, and you should start fresh, Next scripture we're going to get out is 1 John chapter 2, verse 9. 9. And it says, He that saith he have the light and hateth his brother is in darkness, even until now. He that loveth his brother abideth in the light, and there is none altercation of stumbling in him. But he that hateth his brother is in darkness, and walketh in darkness, and knoweth not whither he goeth, because that darkness hath blinded his eyes. So, you know what I mean? Because you still got brothers out there, you know what I mean, that so-called brothers like it, that salute you, you know what I mean, saying, y'all watch me, I should have up. But of course, in the end, one thought is they still don't like you for whatever reason, you know what I mean, and that's just plain wickedness. The Most High's going to leave that out there, because the Most High's not going to look for, you know what I mean, phony or fake brothers out there, man, you know, and whoever's doing that, y'all need to repent and stop, man, before it's too late, man, because, you know what I mean, because don't act like the Most High don't see what you're doing, man. I mean, that's not cool, man. You know what I mean? If you have something that can actually help a brother out to the best of your ability, you know what I mean, you should help the brother out, I mean, no matter how well you can. That's what you want to get out is, this is 1 John chapter 5, verse 6, and it says, that's like it, verse 1 through 6, and it says, whosoever believeth that Yahweh Shai is born of the Most High, and every one that loveth him, that begat him, loveth him also that is begotten of him. And it says, by this we know that we love the children of the Most High, when we love the Most High and keep his commandments. For this is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. For whosoever is born of the Most High overcometh the world, and this is overcome. It's like it says, and this is the victory that overcometh the world, even our faith. Who he that overcometh the world, but he that believeth that Yahweh Shai is the Son of the Most High. So, you know what I mean? So, you know, like I said before, you know, one of his greatest commandments is, love the Most High with, you know, all mind and soul. And the second is love the brother as thyself, man. So,
that was you
can get that?
after chapter 22.
Okay, after chapter 22. Yeah. As a fact, remember, I read that earlier first. You remember?
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I read that earlier. God. But the main juice I want to get into is the rock. Socket, hopefully this will be in order. But, let's see, this is the rock. I'm going to try from 29 verse. It's the rock chapter 29, so. Verse 9 through 15. And it says, Sirach chapter 29, verse 9. It says, help the poor for the commandment's sake, and turn him not away because of his, you know what I mean, poverty. I mean, mainly talking about the brotherhood. I mean, in that case. And it says, and it says, verse 10, and it says, lose thy money for thy brother and thy friend, and let not the rust under a stone be lost. It says, so basically, you know what I mean, if a brother's in the gym, you know what I mean, you're supposed to, whatever, how much money you can give the brother, man, give it to him, man, because that shows, you know what I mean, that you care about the brother, that you're actually serious about, you know, only being in the truth, man, you know, and, you know what I mean, the Most High's not going to forget your charity, and you know what I mean, and your giving forth, man, because you know what I mean, the Most High's going to remember for what you did. And it says, lay up thy treasures according to the commandments of the Most High, and shall bring thee more profit than gold. So, like I said before, you know what I mean? Whatever you can dish out, you know what I mean? The Most High is going to store it up, you know what I mean? In the kingdom of heaven. And it says, shut the alms, which is charity, in thy storehouses, and it shall deliver thee from all affliction. And it shall fight for thee against thine enemies better than a mighty shield and strong spear. An honest man is surety for his neighbor, but he that is impudent will forsake him. Forget not the friendship of thy surety, for he hath given his life for thee. So, you know, because, you know what I mean, if like a brother, for example, is picking you up and stuff like that, you know what I mean, the brother sacrificing his money, you know what I mean, for you to pick him up and vice versa and all that. So, you know what I mean, so, you and that shit get, in your mind, that should say, it's like, damn, man, whatever his brother, he's in the gym, you should try to help him out, so to speak, And that scripture I want to get out is Sirach chapter 27, verse 17. And it says, Sirach chapter 27, verse 17, and it says, love thy friend and be faithful unto him, but if thou betrayest his secrets, follow him no more after him. So basically, he's saying, they basically talking about, if like a brother has a secret that he want to tell you that nobody wants to know, you should just keep that between you and him. Because if you tell you the secret and you tell everybody else, his business, man, that's, that's really messed up. And that's what the scripture is saying. That's why it says, but if thou betrayest his secrets, follow him no more. Because that's going to show you that, brothers like that you can't, that you can't have, personal conversations with, for whatever reason. And it says, for as a man hath destroyed his enemies, so shalt thou lose the love of thy neighbor. And it says, as one that letteth a bird go out of his hand, so shalt thou let thy neighbor go, and shall not get him again. So, person, so, if you have a brother that, it's like a best friend to you, man, if you say, so basically, if you block his secrets and stuff like that, you might lose that friendship for good, man. And it says, and we'll read it again, it says, as one that letteth a bird go out of his hand, so shalt thou let thy neighbor go, and shall not get him again. And it says, follow after him no more, for he is too far off. He is as a roe escaped out of the snare. As for a wound, it may be bound up, and after reviling their way, may be concealment. But he that betrayeth secrets is without hope. So, so make sure when you, if you want to tell a brother a secret, make sure that the brother's really trustworthy. That he's really trustworthy. Is the camera still good?
There you go.
Okay.
Checking the time.
Yeah, I almost finished. This is my last scripture right here.
I got a pre-shot for you.
Oh, go ahead. I got more to you. No, go ahead.
This is John chapter 13, and this is verse 34 through 35. This is Yahushua speaking, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another, even as I have loved you, that you also love one another. By this all men will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another. So hey, that's how you know who Yahushua's followers are, man. Because they're gonna display the love that he displayed to the apostles when he was here, man. Which is looking out for your brother and caring for your brother in your heart sincerely, man. Not expecting nothing in return, just doing it because you care for the brother. That's the point I want to bring up.
That's very beautiful, because I like that, when you said basically where, where you expect nothing, in return, and it should be like that, it's a beautiful scripture, man, and a good way to explain it. So, it's like, but just want to get this one last scripture out. This is Sirach chapter 40 verse 28. And it says, my son, lead not a beggar's life, for it is better to die than to beg. So there's a difference between asking for help and then begging for money, because if you keep asking brothers for money and all that, just keep asking, brothers can get, quote unquote, suspicious about why you keep asking for brothers for money all the time, man. Because as a matter of fact, we had an incident down there in Trinidad. I'm not sure if you brothers remember back in the past how the brother just kept asking for money and money and money. Come to find out that all the money that the brother was giving him, that basically he's trying to buy himself a house, for his family, man, for his wife and all that, man. And he got exposed for that, man. I ain't gonna call his name out, but you know who he is. And it says, the life of him that dependeth on other man's table is not to be counted for a life. For he that ploweth himself with others men meat, but a wise man will be aware thereof. Begging is sweet in the mouth of a shamelessness. It says, but in his belly there shall burn a fire. So, like I say, I mean, the Most High knows what you're doing, man. Like I say, you keep begging for money, like that, sooner or later, and act like brothers don't know, sooner or later, the Most High is gonna expose you, man. I mean, and then on top of that, there's gonna be a terrible judgment ready for you, man. Ultimately, the missiles, man. I mean, that's just plain and simple, right? Last scripture I want to get out is Rock chapter 18, verse 33, and it says, before thou prayest, prepare thyself, and the Lord be not as one that tempteth the Lord. It's like that, and that's it. That's 18. Oh, it's like that. It's like going scripture. Rock chapter 18, verse 33, and it says, be not made a beggar by banqueting upon borrowing, when thou hast nothing in thy purse, for thou shalt lie in wait for thy own life and be talked about. So, like I said, you know, for example, down in Trinidad, he says because it says thou shalt be talked upon, because when they find out, I mean, the whole camp of Israel know, man, what he did, man, and basically everybody rebuked him, man, mainly the elders, man. I mean, you know what I mean? When the elders rebuke you, it's game over from there. But you got anything you want to say real quick? That's it, okay. But other than that is, you know what I mean, just try to help our brother out, you know what I mean, to the best of their ability, you know what I mean, and just continue to brother love, man, you know what I mean? So, I mean, like I said, we almost up out of here, you know what I mean, because last thing we got, you know what I mean, is the brotherhood, man. So, with that, I hope your brothers was edified, you know what I mean? We give our praise to Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, you know what I mean, double honor to the elders, a great millstone, until I get my disposition and truth, sincerely to the best of their ability. I just want to say shalom, and Kwame Yahshua, and death to America. Shalom.